추격하는 이성훈 선수 어깨가 무겁겠는데요.
예, 그렇습니다. 이 김명훈 선수죠. 김명훈 선수를 상대로 승리를 거두지 못한다면은 한 경기 기분 좋게 승리를 거뒀습니다만 내리 3세트 내주면서 1대3의 패배를 기록하게 되는 겁니다.
네, 최근에 이성훈 선수 페이스가 상당히 좋습니다. 3연승을 기록하고 있는 이성훈 선수. 이번 경기에서 김명훈 선수 제압하면 되는데 저부터 4승 1패거든요. 페이스 좋죠?
네, 3연승 중 이게 가장 이성훈 선수의 최근 페이스를 보여주는 결과가 아닌가 이런 생각이 듭니다.
네, 최근에 꺾은 상대만 살펴봐도 배명우, 이재동, 마재윤이에요. 네, 강력한 저그를 격파했던 이성훈 선수.
예.
자, 오늘 경기에서 김명훈까지 제압할 수 있을지 잡기만 하면 H가 전에 가게 되거든요. 네, 김명훈 선수 마무리하려고 나왔습니다.
네, 김명훈 선수가 최근 4연패 프로리그에서 김명훈 선수가 다시 한번 무너지는 것이 아닌가 이런 생각이 들 정도로 좀 안 좋은 모습을 보여주고 있는데 그래도 테란전에서만큼은 김명훈 선수가 아직까지는 페이스를 잃지 않았거든요. 오늘 이성훈 선수 잡아주고 확실하게 경기 마무리 지어야죠.
네, 그렇습니다. 이성훈과 김명훈 10승 이상을 한 은관끼리의 대결이거든요.
네.
자, 이번 경기에서 김명훈 선수가 승리를 거두면은 옹진 스타즈는 연패를 탈출합니다. 1승을 추가할 수 있는 기회거든요. 이 기회 잡았는데 은관인 김명훈 선수가 놓칠 수가 없죠.
그렇죠.
네, 경기 준비 끝났습니다. 경기 가겠습니다.
Hey guys, this is Rise from SC2GG.com and I am back with another solo commentary. This is actually going to be the full set of Samsung Khan versus Woongjin Stars, but I am leading off with the game of FireBatHero versus MenSol Zero, more commonly known as Zero to a lot of people these days, it seems. Now the reason I'm doing this one first is because based on the games and matches before this, it will let me know, it would tell me ahead of time who wins this match, and I do not want to know. So again, this is game 4. You're finding this out now probably in the actual 4th game, so it probably doesn't matter to you, but it does to me. I don't want to have this match spoiled, and so that's why I'm actually doing it first. Anyway, enough of that. FireBatHero on the left, looking good as always, and Zero on the right, looking a little tense and a little worried. I don't know why, but I think I'd be worried too if I'd be facing FireBatHero. I mean, he has a tendency to just squash Zergs under the sole of his foot, and then he lets him squish up between his toes, and he just gets off in the fascination of the Zerg player squishing between his toes. He loves it. And then, after he's done with that, he dances on him. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So, I don't know if MenSol is going to be deserving of a dance from FireBatHero if he wins, but I will never shy away from commentating a match where he does dance. Again, I don't know the outcome of this game. But I'm thinking FireBatHero has a good advantage here, being a monster TVZer as he is. Should be said, though, that MenSol Zero has been playing in a lot of ace matches for Woongjin Stars. He is one of their up-and-coming players for sure, and he has been playing fairly well recently. So, you know, it should be a good match. I should mention, as they show the map up, that it is Destination. Apparently, the TVZ rating is 9 to 7, so slight advantage for Terran players, it would seem, but I wouldn't put too much into that, considering one of the games, or a couple of the games, have the Terranid one were based on bunker rushes. And I actually, one of the last games that we did actually was FireBatHero versus Jaedong, and that's exactly what he did on this map. He did a perfectly timed bunker rush that Jaedong choked on defending, and FireBatHero actually ended up taking that game, and that would put him 2-0 against the Master Zerg Jaedong. Let's see if he can do something similar to MenSol. It doesn't look like he's going to go after any cheese per se, although again, in his last match against 8-15, we saw FireBatHero go a 14 command center. He is putting down a typical barracks at the typical SCV count, so we aren't going to see that, but it is going to be an interesting match for sure. I'm sorry, that was a little repetitive. But anyway, it looks like a scout going in from MenSol. He wants to make sure ahead of time that FireBatHero is not cheesing him and not doing any weird strategies. He has learned from the past Zergs, obviously, knowing that this is a good map for cheese. So he's going to be way on top of his scouting to make sure that FireBatHero is not doing something that's going to destroy MenSol, and he'll be properly prepared for it. And MenSol completely just trying to do his best harass as possible, slowing FireBatHero down as much as possible, but not really doing a very good job. That drone almost dead from that SCV at this point, so he's going to have to send that back to his base. And FireBatHero going to have a Marine out soon to deal with it anyway. They do show the first-person view for quite a while. It's probably because nothing happens in the beginning. And FireBatHero has now scouted the fast 12-hatch of MenSol, which is typical and expected, so going to be very able to deal with it. And it looks like nothing is happening. No, nothing is still happening. Oh, wait, no, something is happening. A fast expansion is going down for FireBatHero, after all. I wasn't sure that. I thought he might be sending out another scout. And, oh, MenSol is going to scout that. Wow. Wow. MenSol finding that very quickly, and it looks like he's going to respond by putting down another hatchery. So he's going for a 3-hatch build. I believe he scouted it anyway. I guess I can't be sure, but until I saw his map or something like that. But it looks like FireBatHero is going to go for a 2-racks build until that expansion's up and running, at which point I would actually expect to see some SK Terran type of action going on, although we have seen battlecruisers from FireBatHero against J-Dog, and there's no reason he wouldn't pull something like that out against MenSol. And it worked out pretty well for him last time, so we'll have to see if he decides to go the same thing. Academy going down now for FireBatHero as well, so certainly going to see that control group of Medic Marines and potentially a couple of Firebats pushing in on MenSol to put the pressure on early. He does have a scout in there and doing a good job of finding out what is going on in MenSol's base, and a couple of lings out to try to deal with that scout at this point. But FireBatHero, if he can keep it alive till a lair goes down, he'll have a pretty good indication of what MenSol's going for. The SCV transfer going already, so FireBatHero's expansion already up and running, and that's pretty quick for a Terran to have an expansion up against a Zerg player, if you don't know that. So good for him. He's going to have a strong economy and put him into a good position. The lair is down. FireBatHero not going to scout it with his SCV unless he decides to go off the base, which he is. No, he is not. That was something else on the minimap. And in the meantime, FireBatHero just protecting his ramps, not really doing much anything else, building up his Medic Marine force slowly, or at least the Marine portion of it, while MenSol, on the other hand, is just macroing, trying to get stay even economically with FireBatHero. Now that FireBatHero does have that advantage, and it looks like FireBatHero just going to chase off those links hanging out in MenSol's, well, of MenSol's hanging out at the end of FireBatHero's base, and Firebat out for FireBatHero, as expected. He tends to do that. But so do most Terran players, so that doesn't actually mean anything. Will he kill the Panda? No, the Panda is still alive. He is going to spare it. He's going to go after the Zerglings. And, ooh, a medic out. So, Sunken Colony going down. The pressure is on MenSol a little bit. He's going to try to counterattack, but FireBatHero has a Firebat ready and waiting. And he's just going to head in with another Firebat to deal with that. Sunken Colony going down. He may be able to handle it. No, the Marines and Firebat are already there. And a small force of Zerglings coming in, and a little bit of a pincer attack going on, but FireBatHero pretty well prepared for it, actually, and he's able to do a little bit of damage with a small force. He's got to stay out of range of that Sunken, though, and oh, a lot of Lings in, getting a nice surround on that force, and FireBatHero going to lose all those forces, although try to extend their lives as much as possible. Nicely done by MenSol, preventing what could have been much worse, losing drones and things like that. But he actually saves them and doesn't lose all that many Lings either. Looks like 4 racks now for FireBatHero. He is building up his economy still at this point. Comsat's going down. I would expect to see some sort of tech coming out from him shortly, such as science vessels or something along the lines of that. Now, MenSol trying to go in for a little bit of a counterattack, actually. FireBatHero has the ramp advantage, though, or, sorry, the narrow straights advantage. And MenSol playing very intelligently here, going on both of them. FireBatHero not able to block all of them, and now FireBatHero actually in a little bit of trouble. A lot of Zerglings in his face. No, he takes down all the Zerglings, although he lost quite a bit of Marines in the process. Although I think FireBatHero certainly came ahead in that exchange. Spire is up for MenSol 0. Now we're going to see some Muta coming out, and this is where we're going to see if FireBatHero can defend against the Muta harass. He does not seem to have any turrets up quite yet. He's putting them up currently. This is going to be very well-timed turrets, and the Muta going to be heading straight to FireBatHero's base. They are rallied there. FireBatHero, in the meantime, debating on going out again, and right now just trying to turret up at the same time. Limited amount of turrets, though. Not really able to put too many up. I guess he's got some economy problems at this point as he's putting up a mass amount of barracks. Now, keep in mind, this is 5 racks against early Muta. And as soon as FireBatHero starts pumping out those Marines, he's going to be in a good position. That one turret not going to do all that much, nor is that one Marine, although the Marine doesn't die. So he's taking out some shots. And actually, those Muta taking a lot of shots. And, ooh, Muta caught out in the open, getting heavily damaged. And now the Muta are going to have to hold FireBatHero back from heading into the one sunken colony that is out. It looks like MenSol had put a second sunken down, but canceled the creep colony. Nice turret placement there by FireBatHero. 3 in a line, kind of cool looking. Don't see that often. And actually a fairly large Muta grouping at this point, going to harass the central Marine force, picking off one at a time, and actually doing a good job, but losing quite a few, well, just one Muta so far in the process, although a little silly, I think, to be doing that. FireBatHero now going to just completely reinforce that group, head back, and it's going to be tough for MenSol to really do too much damage, and he's going to have to head back. Me and Cholera had a conversation about this last time. We saw 815 doing this, or no, maybe it wasn't 815. Maybe it was Jadon.